Hello everyone, welcome to our project presentation on Perceptron for separating bright and dark image regions. In this video, we will explain the problem, the mathematical concept, the code implementation, and the final results. The objective of this experiment is very simple. We take one real-world grayscale image and we extract two features from every pixel. First, the pixel intensity, and second, the local neighborhood average using a 3x3 filter. Using these features, we train a Perceptron to classify pixels into dark and bright regions. Finally, we display the decision boundary and the segmented output image. A Perceptron is the simplest form of a neural network. It has two inputs, which for us are intensity and neighborhood average. It multiplies the inputs with weights, adds a bias, and applies a threshold. If the weighted sum is greater than 0, the pixel is predicted as bright. If it is less than 0, the pixel is predicted as dark. So the Perceptron basically draws a straight line that separates two classes. For every pixel in the image, we extract two features. Feature number 1 is the pixel intensity itself. Feature number 2 is the average of the 3x3 neighborhood around that pixel. This neighborhood average helps the Perceptron understand the local brightness pattern and makes the classification more stable. To train the Perceptron, we need labels, which pixels are bright and which are dark. Instead of manually labeling thousands of pixels, we use Otsu's thresholding method. Otsu finds the best threshold that separates dark and bright pixels automatically. So pixels brighter than the threshold are labeled as class 1, and darker pixels as class 0. Now let's take a quick look at the code. First, we load a grayscale image and resize it for consistent processing. Next, we compute the neighborhood average using a simple 3x3 mean filter. Then we flatten the intensity and neighborhood images and combine them as a two-dimensional feature vector. We then apply Otsu's threshold to create labels for training. After that, we train the Preceptron using the Scikit-learn Perceptron class. Once the Perceptron is trained, we use it to predict the class of every pixel in the image. Finally, we display two results, the Perceptron decision boundary and the segmented output image. This plot shows the Perceptron decision boundary. Each point represents a pixel where the x-axis is its intensity and the y-axis is its neighborhood average. The black line you see is the decision boundary learned by the Perceptron. Everything on one side of the line is classified as dark, and everything on the other side is classified as bright. Here we display the original image and the segmented output side by side. In the segmented image, bright pixels appear white and dark pixels appear black. We can clearly see that the Perceptron successfully separated the dark and bright regions using only two simple features. To summarize, we extracted pixel intensity and local neighborhood average from a single grayscale image. We used Otsu's method to generate labels, trained a Perceptron classifier, plotted the decision boundary, and produced a final segmented output. This experiment demonstrates how even a simple Perceptron can perform effective image segmentation. Thank you for watching our presentation. We hope this explanation of the Perceptron-based segmentation process was clear and helpful.